welcome back. My name is Ari, and today it's the time of the month for my Dungeons of Books TBR. Now, I know I mentioned last month that I would be changing this out, but with recording videos every single day and putting out a video every single day, I have not had time to redo this board, so I will probably redo it for February, but we're using this again for January. So, at least one more month. Hopefully I get time to redo it next month. Before we get into the rolls, let's go over what I had to read last month. I only had 5 rolls. I didn't have any doubles last month. Keep it crossed that we get the same thing this month. And the first roll, I needed to read a book from Goodreads Choice, and I read Winter's Orbit for that. I did finish this. Second book was a Jar of Doom pick. Of course, we can't go a month without a Jar of Doom pick, and for that I ended up with The Perfect Fraud. I have not read this, but I'm recording this really early in the month because like the week of Christmas I am going to be at my mother's, where I have no access to a computer to edit with and no way to like record this afterwards. So when you see this go up, I am going to be out of town. So early recording, but I will definitely, I have like 2 weeks left of the month still, like 2 weeks plus left of the month, so I will definitely get to this. Next up was a backlist book, which I read Fortune of Sworn for. I did read this. It didn't turn out as great as I hoped it would. After that was my prompt jar, which was the very first time I had pulled that, and I got a recent haul for that. I picked Cytonic. Again, I haven't gotten to this, but I still have plenty of time. I think while I'm visiting my mom, I'm going to read both this and The Perfect Fraud. And then the last one was fantasy, and for that I had The Liar's Knot by M.A. Carrick, which was an ARC. I already read this. I had a video about it already up, so yay. 3 out of 5 isn't bad. I still have 2 weeks for the last 2, and I am done with all of my projects, my reading projects for this month except for 1, so plenty of time to read those last 2 books. Anyway, you're not here for last month's rolls, you're here for this month's rolls. Like always, 5 rolls. Let's just jump right into it and see what I get. So roll number 1 was a 7, which is an ARC, and I do an ARC video pretty much every month, and this month is no exception. I do have 3 ARCs to read, so I just randomly picked one of them, and that is Obsidian by Sarah Dally. I don't remember what this is about, but I'm gonna read it next month. There will be my typical ARC vlog up probably about mid-month, because I think all of these are due out in the middle of the month. So keep an eye out for that next month. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get into roll number 2. Roll number 2, we rolled a Fuck Me, which, as you all know, is a Jar of Doom pick, and we have to have a Jar of Doom pick every single month. So, Jar of Doom, updated Jar of Doom right here. Let's go ahead and grab something out of here. We're going with this one. So, this is Dark Souls. Alright, Dark Souls by Paula Morris. This is a Bookbox book that I actually did try a chapter tag and decided to keep this one. So I hope I enjoy it, because I'm gonna be reading it in January. Since we have the Jar of Doom out, I do owe a Jar of Doom pool from going over my haul, like hauling more books than I read in November. So since I have this out, I'm gonna go ahead and pull another Jar of Doom book. It's not gonna be on my official TBR, but I'm gonna make myself get to it in January. So there's a bunch stuck together. Let's go with the middle one. Right there. Right there. And this is, ooh. So for this one, I got Coming of Age in Mississippi, which is an autobiography of growing up poor and black in the rural South. Rural South. Why is that so hard to say? By Anne Moody. This is a autobiography written in the 1960s about a black woman growing up in the South. So I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this or not, but I'm damn well going to read it. So there we go. Role number 3 is a BIPOC author, which if you don't know, BIPOC stands for Black, Indigenous, Person of Color. So for this one, I am going to read the second book in a duology by a black author, which is Everlasting Rose by Danielle Clayton. And yeah. My goal for January is to catch up with as many series as I can, and I want to prioritize series where I only have like one book left, where I'm either completely done with the series or I'm caught up as far as what the author has published, and this is one of them, so I might as well put it on my official TBR, so I 100% get it done. Roll number 4 is a 3, and apparently we are hitting all of the odd numbers this month. For this one is Goodreads Choice, which Goodreads Choice just came out, so I've got a whole new year of Goodreads Choice books to read, and for this one I am going to read what I'm pretty sure is the winner of historical fiction, which is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Did I have a particular reason for picking this? Absolutely not. I have so many Goodreads Choice Awards books to read right now that I just like randomly selected one to read this month for this prompt. So I have an audiobook copy of this. I'll probably try to borrow the book from my library, but if not, I do own an audiobook copy, so I do know that I can get this without purchasing it, because my audiobook is an influencer arc, or I guess it's not an arc, an influencer copy from Libro FM. So Malibu Rising it is. Hopefully the final roll. And it is the final roll. Yay! This is a 5, so we really did hit all odds. I didn't have to bring out that black die at all this month. And this one is to randomize my TBR. So I have 411 books on my want to read shelf on Goodreads, and I am just going to plug a number in 1 through 411 into my random number app here, and then I'm going to read whatever number it comes up, with a small caveat that there are some books on my want to read list that are not released yet and I don't have access to, so if one of those comes up, I will re-roll. 370. I gotta go to my PC and look and see what that is because it doesn't give me numbers on my phone. I'll be right back. So 370 is A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. I will insert the picture of that right here, and this is another book that I wanted to read for the Goodreads Choice Awards. It's a retelling of Dracula from one of Dracula's bride's perspectives, I believe. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I didn't plan to read it in January. I was thinking probably more towards October, but I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Getting some Goodreads books off of that list early in the year, great for me. So yeah, super excited about this TBR. It really doesn't help me super much with my goal of reading series, but we get some nice change up in there, and we don't have to just read books in a series in a month. I put out a video a couple of days ago that said all of my unread series. If you want to check that out and see what series that I have to read, and either leave a comment in this video or in that video telling me which books or which series you think I should prioritize, I would love to hear from you. Anyway, that's it for the TBR, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!